Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm the father of 4 daughters.
I am the proud father of 2 boys and 2 girls. My daughter was actually the first girl born into our my immediate family, so she was the first granddaughter. And our youngest, we were really praying that we would have a girl. We would have been happy with any baby, but we really wanted a girl, and I just had to be honest about that. And when she was born and I saw that little face, I was so thankful. So that is my fatherhood status, and I'm very happy to have my 4 beautiful children.
Hello, my name is Brian Shu, and I'm a dad of 4 younger girls. My oldest is Adeline, who's 8, followed by Ainsley, who is 6, Aniston, who is 3, and Averly, who is 1. And 4 amazing daughters that I have.
Well, I would advise a new dad to remember that parenting is tough. Lots of hugs are important. Show interest in your daughter. That's a big one that a lot of times is overlooked. Place value on her inner self, not so much on how she looks, what her appearance is, or etc., but what's happening inside her, how she's developing it. In other words, not as a princess, but a princess inside. Interest is a big thing.
To be a good father, you don't have to win every argument. You don't have to win every little skirmish, every little disagreement. You should think about what you really want in a long-term relationship with your daughter. There were times when early on I felt like I'm the dad and we're gonna do it because I said I want you to do it and I'm the dad, so you're going to do it. But I learned over time that some things are not important to argue about. I don't have to win. If my daughter wants to wear a red sweater 7 days in a row, it really doesn't matter. If she wants to not go to some event that I think she really should go to, I don't have to make her go if she really doesn't want to go. I don't have to win everything. One of the things I've learned is I started to consider, what do I really want with my relationship with my daughter 5, 10, 15, 20 years into the future. And so I started focusing on what will be my long-term relationship with my daughter. What do I really want my relationship to be with my daughter for a long-term relationship, not just today.
It's big. You gotta be patient, and you gotta learn to just take a step back sometimes. When something doesn't go the way it's supposed to go, instead of blowing up, take a step back and kind of analyze the situation, and talk about it. Listen to your son or your daughter, and see where they're coming from, and then just be goofy.
Well, what's very important is to let mother take the lead. It's very important that you support the mother-daughter relationship that builds a strong and good foundation. Try not to show favorites would be another very important concept to keep in mind. Let your daughter have some independence and some responsibility to go along with it. That prepares her for the future. And I might say that remember that girls are different. They're not like men or boys that you grew up with or hung around with. And take time to teach your daughter new things, like how to ride a bike or how to throw a baseball or new things like that. Spend some time together. But in raising 4 daughters, let mother take the lead.
I learned how to do hair.
You're a good braider, right?
Braiding, high ponytails, messy buns. Nails is a big thing. I learned how to paint nails pretty well. And big thing is patience. I'm still working on that, but patience is a big thing with 4 young girls. that are all over the place and bickering back and forth with each other. So patience is huge, and just listening to them, being a good listener. They always want a good listener.
Well, since they were born, my hopes for my daughters has been happiness. I truly want my daughters to experience happiness in their lives. And one of the things that we live by in our family, part of our family motto, is that we support each other as we pursue our dreams. And so ever since they were babies, we would talk about what they want to do, who they want to be, and we've always tried to support whatever activity, whatever they desire to be at the time. So we've gone from ballet to Girl Scouts to volleyball to art camps and whatever and everything else in between. But we want them to try lots of different things, to test out their wings, to spread them far and wide, and to fly high, to impact the lives of other people and create happiness and joy when people are in their presence. And so when I think about what I want for my daughters, is for them to find true love and true happiness. And we started building that foundation when we taught them to love and honor God and to pursue things that please our Heavenly Father. And as they do that, He will provide everything that they need in their lives.
John chapter 1 verse 4, and it goes, it says, "I have no greater joy than to know my children are walking in the truth."
Proverbs 22 and verse 6 or thereabout, starting with verse 6 anyways, which emphasizes concepts of modeling, management as a parent, and building memories. The modeling part is where the training and the self-control and the discipline and things like that come into play. The management is remembering that each child is different. No two people are the same, and that's very true with children when you're raising them. So discover each child's talent. And I think love is important here, and this brings things together. But Proverbs 22:6.
You know, when I thought about that question, I thought about there's so many wonderful things about being the father of daughters. And one of the things I thought about is when they're young, you get to be the king of their world. And as king of their world, when you see them and their faces light up and they run and throw their arms around your neck and call you daddy, it's so wonderful. And so being the king of their world when they're young, and then when they go through the Middle Ages and you go from being king to being dad, as they go through those tween years and those teen years when you're dad. But then as my older daughter, she's now 23, that I've circled back around, and I may not be the king of her world, but I am a wise sage. And now there are times when my daughter will come and she actually wants my advice. All the things that I tried to tell her or give her in those tween and teen years, well, now we've gone full circle and she'll be like, Dad, I need your advice on something. And so just the evolution and the revolution and the blossoming of the relationship with my daughters is just the best thing.
Well, I'd say the best thing about being a girl dad is having a close relationship with your daughter. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing.
Being a girl dad is just being surrounded by them all the time.
Sounds like they got your heart.
Sorry. Yeah, they're just. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's terrible. They're just amazing, amazing young ladies, and I just love being around them. And they teach me just as much as I teach them. And you know, every day they teach me how to become a better father.